My name is Julian Tuse from the Hattsuryo Martial Arts Temple. Sensei Michael Wellington was one of the greatest instructors that I had ever met. He was a great father figure. He was a great mentor. He was a great brother, comrade, anything you could think of in a human being. He was that to me, and by extension, the martial arts family. Sensei has the greatest patience of all times. He would ensure that every student in his dojo gets whatever technique that he has taught for the night, and ensure that you get it after repeating it over and over and over again. Sensei, we will miss you dearly. I will miss you dearly. There will never be another one like you. May you rest in peace, Sensei.
The thing I'll always remember about Sensei Mike is when it comes to karate tournament. Sensei Mike never want to officiate. He always want to be there to cheer you up. We see when you see he cheering you up and you come out with one of his special techniques and you score, oh, this gentleman would jump up and touch the ceiling, touch the roof, and just being, just that alone would motivate us to go there and win. And Sensei Mike, you'll always have a special place in my heart. Peace, my brother.
Greetings everyone, my name is Jamil Leos, senior student of Cobra Karate and Self-Defense and former student of Hattsuryo Martial Arts Temple. As a former student of Hattsuryo Martial Arts, I had the privilege of training under Sensei Mike. Though it was in my earlier years as a human being, I was very young, between the ages of 4 and 13. I trained under Sensei Mike, but I spent a lot of time with Sensei Mike due to the relationship between him and my father, Anthony Leos, another instructor and former student of Hattsuryo Martial Arts. Even though I don't have many detailed memories of Sensei Mike, I do remember that Sensei Mike was a very dedicated person. I also remember that he was very determined and very outgoing in what he did. He had a passion for his work as a locksmith. The dedication he spent on karate, he had that same or maybe even more dedication towards his work as a locksmith. And I just want to take this time to just extend my condolences to his friends, his family members, and his loved ones. Also, I want to send my farewell as a former student of Sensei Mike, and we will try to continue keeping up his memory.
Hi all, I'm making this video in commemoration of the life of Sensei Mike. I was one of his former students of Hattsuryo Martial Arts Temple. Sensei Mike has had a profound impact on my self-defense and karate life, and he had been a big part of my childhood growing up when we used to be in the gardens in Castries. I spent a lot of nights as a young child over there, and then eventually got old enough to do the gym. My dad is Sensei Anthony Leos, and he was also one of the students under Sensei Mike, and since then has now formed Cobra Karate and Self-Defense along with Sensei Glenn, another student of Sensei Mike. And I just wanted to make this video just to highlight just the impact that he has had on not just me but a lot of young athletes in the community of Castries and Babuno over the years, and he's been instrumental in kind of forming and paving the way for self-defense in certain regards, and a lot of young aspiring karatekas. And he's a fantastic fighter. He had some of the fastest legs that we'd ever seen in the fighting arena. And yeah, just at least from my standpoint, I just wanted to highlight and just give thanks where thanks is due. And he definitely has had a big part to play in the foundation of fighting in St. Lucia. So just remembering the life of Sensei Mike, and thank you for your contribution.
My name is Hattsuryo. I have been a student of Sensei Mike for the past 30 years. I had the privilege of being a fellow student on the Sensei Bobby with Sensei Mike, and at that time Sensei had the distinction of being one of the more outstanding students. After Sensei Bobby's death, Sensei Mike took over as the temple instructor and was my instructor for about 25 years. I was part of the Cobra Strike Squad, which was a fighting and kata squad that Sensei was the coach of, and under the Hattsuryo temple we had great success. Sensei was a wonderful tactician and spent a lot of time on refining the stances and the basic combinations for our katas. He also had the distinction of being on our national team that won medals in the Pan American championships that put us on the map as well. I also had a professional relationship with Sensei, being one of the elite, or the elite, which is the locksmith on the island. Sensei was always had a way of being precise with his work, and that same precision and urgency he brought to karate. Normally it was the first in, last out, very, very consistent, very reliable, and he left no stone unturned when we were competing to just repeat the movements that he wanted to see. He was a winner, he loved winning, and Sensei would be greatly missed for his contribution to karate and the karate fraternity in St. Lucia. Sensei played a pivotal role in my development as a martial artist, and I will miss him.
In life, I've come across many characters, those who've left positive impacts on my life. One of those individuals is Sensei Mike. Sensei Mike was patient, loving, and kind, and a phenomenal leader. I remembered when I couldn't do certain katas, Sensei took the time to work with me. He had a humorous side, he had a very quiet side also, and a very aggressive side. Sensei was an individual that was just a friend, and more than a friend. I will miss him dearly. The memories that I have of Sensei, will stay with me forever. Goodbye, my friend. Goodbye.
Us, Sensei Mike has been a great instructor. Sensei Mike took over the gym after Sensei Bobby passed away, and he did a wonderful job. We saw that at Hattsuryo, champions, kata, kumite, whatever we did, self-defense, he was great at it. And he never ever taught you something that he didn't practice himself, wasn't able to demonstrate himself. Whether it was his katas, whether it was the kumite techniques that he was always passing on to us. Sensei, you develop a strike squad, you develop a main squad for Hattsuryo, and Hattsuryo is in our blood, is in our system. We will never forget you, Sensei, and may you rest in perfect peace, and may the name of Hattsuryo, the name of Sensei Michael Wellington live on.